My next guest is the President and CEO of Anadarko Petroleum. Joining us now is Al Walker. Welcome, Al.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
What do you envision Anadarko looking like with Al Walker as the CEO?
Well, I'm very fortunate in that I got the opportunity to run a company that Jim Hackett and Bob Allison before have done a wonderful job in building. Consequently, there's not really an expectation on my part to need to change anything about the strategy. Our challenge is to continue to build on the momentum of the things that we've been doing and trying to do it even better.
What excites you about your company's portfolio?
Well, I think one of the things in our portfolio that today we're most excited about is something right here in Denver in the Wattenberg field outside of town. And the things that we're doing there, we would never have imagined 3 years ago. The type of hydrocarbons we're being able to produce and the technology that we're employing is really going to add a lot of shareholder value in the near term. Longer term, the amount of gas that we have found in Mozambique and the LNG activities we've got going there really give us two things, both near term and long term, that are pretty unique, and one of the things that makes Anadarko different from others.
And how do you manage through volatile commodity prices?
Well, we do a little hedging. We don't try to hedge in order to get ahead of the market. One of the things that we try to do is we try to use derivatives to give us a chance to ensure our cash flows. Consequently, we typically don't try to go beyond in any given year 50% of our expected production with either oil or gas with our hedging. And that gives us some downside protection if we see things unfortunately play out like we did this year with natural gas in an unexpected way. And go in the other direction if things for some reason were to cause a market to run that we didn't see either. We don't want to be out of the market and be overhedged and have a situation where we don't get the run up. So for us, we really try to keep our hedging to about half of our volumes or thereabout in order to ensure the downside, but not take away the top if we're wrong in terms of the things. Every time we put a hedge on, I hope we're wrong.
Now, Anadarko has built a strong reputation for its deep water exploration success. How do you see that segment of your business going forward, and how do you keep the competitive advantages Anadarko has in this area?
Well, if you go back to 2004, we've had an incredible run in exploration in the deep water. About 70% of our wells that we've drilled from an exploration and appraisal perspective have been successful. In 2012, that number is actually 75%. So our challenge is to figure out what to keep and what we want to monetize, and to recognize that we still need to keep looking at exploration as something we want more of in the future, even though we've had a lot of success. Our view is that we might have more success with a well tomorrow than the one we have today, and we have the pleasant problem of figuring out how to monetize those. Most importantly for us is that we really like the option value that exploration gives us, because our guys have really done an incredible job at finding things in places that others didn't think was possible. And Mozambique is probably one of the best examples I can give you. Industry years ago, he sort of turned away from East Africa and decided that it wasn't really a place that they wanted to take a lot of risk. Same thing with West Africa in terms of the deep offshore activities. And I really want to continue to see us have a lot of option value through the exploration, and probably deep water more than onshore is going to be the place for us to do that.
Are you looking to do any acquisitions?
No, we are very much an exploration company. We add our value through exploration and drill bit activities. I wouldn't be opposed in a distressed situation as we did a few years ago in the Eagle Ford with a company that went into bankruptcy, buying properties in bankruptcy or out of bankruptcy. But I think for us, given our portfolio today and our ability to find things with the drill bit, mergers and acquisitions probably are not anywhere near the top of our list.
Well, Al, good luck to you, and it's been a pleasure talking with you today.
Thank you very much, man. Nice to be with you.
Al Walker from Anadarko. I'm Quinn Nguyen for OilAndGas360.com.